Hey y'all, welcome in or welcome back to the Monster Meadow. My name is Meadow and today we are starting the short little series of unboxing the Universal Monster collaboration dolls. So we're going to be kicking things off with the Mummy. When we got the leaks, she was probably my least favorite just because she looked so blonde and I wasn't really a fan of that. I'm still not a fan of the hair they gave her. I kind of wish it was darker, just because this is such a light color scheme. But then again, I get it's a mummy wrapped up in cloth. It's gonna be a little lighter. I just wish she had darker hair. I really do. I feel like it would have added something. But yeah, that's just my first impression. I'm not actually holding her. I think I may change my mind once I'm actually holding her. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at her box before we set this mummy free. All right, here is the mummy in her box. We have this really cool decorative design all around the window. We have a skeleton up here, some statues, I forget the name of them. We have these bowls of fire. Mattel right here in the corner, and it says Monster High x Universal Monsters, The Mummy. On this side, we have a picture of the mummy. On the back, a giant picture of the mummy, and a little description. The nameless horror, the mummy. Buried 3,700 years ago in an Egyptian tomb, a cursed mummy now walks again among the living, bringing screams to the lips of all who gaze into its eerie, entrancing eyes. Wrapped in style so timeless, it's eternal, the mummy hungers for the love it has lost. Even if seeking it dooms someone to a fate worse than death, the creepy, skin-crawling tale is brought to life in frightening fashion. Then we have Mattel, MonsterHigh.com, Universal. On this side, we have Monster High x Universal Monsters, The Mummy. Up top is a window. We have these scarabs. And then on the bottom, legal, the barcode, and her number is JKM51. So yeah, that is the mummy. Let's go ahead and set her free. All right, let's crack this mummy open. I will not be referring to these as Skelectors. I hate that they've been calling every single thing Skelector because it's so confusing. I call these, the movie dolls, Skelectors. I call the characters collectors, or if there's a specific name for the line, I'll call them that. The Wednesday dolls, I do not call those Skelectors. I call them Wednesday collaboration dolls. These are Universal Monster collaboration dolls. They're not really collector quality. These are Playline Plus. That's what I call them. Because they're cheaper than most collector dolls. They're the same price as the Wednesday dolls. And they're pretty much Playline quality. It's just upcharged because of licensing. So yeah, I'm not calling them Skelectors. Everyone's calling them Skelectors. And because of that, they're comparing specifically the Dracula and Frankenstein to the Dracula and Frankenstein Skelector dolls from like 5 years ago. And that's just, I feel like that's just not fair, because those retailed for collector doll prices. These are retailing for just over Playline price. You know? So the mummy does come with a stand. I am shocked to see that there is no certificate. I know the Wednesday dolls, I think some of them come with certificates. I haven't personally unboxed one, but I've seen some people unbox them. But yeah, I enjoy the paper bags for the stand base and clip. So yeah, it's just a regular black Monster High stand with a waist clip. Let's see. I will not be keeping these boxes because, again, I really only keep the Skeletor boxes and, like, Haute Couture and my 2015 Collector Draculaura. I kept her box because I eventually want to display her in the coffin. But I don't have room for that right now. But yeah, I won't be keeping these boxes. So let me get her out of this mess. Here is the back of the Mummy's box without her in it. So we have this sarcophagus. Nice, cute little skeleton for the face. That's so cute. But yeah, there's that. I will say, I am not a fan of the rubbery hands they've been using. They're so hard to get out of the arm. My SDCC Ghouls Rule Laguna, I had to pry her hand out because the peg was not moving. Like, I was about to rip the hand off just trying to get it out of the armhole. But yeah, let's take a look at the mummy. So she comes with this sarcophagus purse. It's solid plastic, but it does open. Very cute. There's some, I want to say beetles or scarabs or something inside. And the handle is made to look like it's wrapped up in mummy cloth. So that's a nice detail, and also the face on it is a skeleton. And then we have the mummy herself. I think I forgot to say this, but these are based off of the Universal Monsters classic movies, the black and white horror movies, like Real Drama. Like, those are, the Real Drama line paid homage to the Universal Monsters that those characters were based off of. Draculaura, Dracula. Frankie, Frankenstein. Claudine, the Wolfman. Cleo, the Mummy. Laguna, the creature from the Black Lagoon. People keep saying, add this character, add this character. My hair is a mess. But so many of these characters do not have a Universal Monsters classic movie that they're based off of. I could see them doing, like, Operetta and Invisibility, but not Rochelle or Venus, because they're not Universal monsters. But yeah, enough about that. The mummy. She's got this very soft, hair. It's this interesting shade of gray. It's not white, it's not platinum, it's like a gray. And there are some chunky blonde highlights throughout. She's got 4. They're very chunky. I was a little iffy about the bow, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it. It's painted to look like it's made of mummy wraps, but it's just plastic. And then we have a couple strands of wraps hanging off of it. I'm not gonna lie, the mug is mugging. Like, look at that. The gold eyes, the gold eyeshadow, well, eyeliner. She's got a smoky eye with gold eyeliner, and she's got a black lip with, like, gold chrome on it. I love it. Her outfit is 2 pieces, a long sleeve shirt and a pencil skirt. The shirt looks like it is kind of structured, in a way, not like a corset kind of structured, but there is, like, you can see sections. And we've got strands hanging off here. It's kind of a high neckline moment with some puffy shoulders, and the sleeves go all the way down, and even the sleeves have wraps hanging off of them. She's got this nice scarab ring and gold fingernails. Her belt is white. They didn't add any paint on it like they did the bow. It's just plain white, but it is sculpted to look like wraps. And she's got this, I want to say it's a lion face as her belt buckle. The skirt has the same kind of structuring as the shirt, and it's kind of textured too. Like, it has a texture to it. And it also has strands hanging off of it around it. They start up at the waistband and just kind of hang off. And then she's got knee-high socks. They are socks. They're not the tube stockings they've been doing. They're actual socks. They go all the way down, but they look like wraps as well. And there's some bandages hanging off her right stocking. And then we've got the gold shoes. They also look like wraps or rope of some kind. But yeah, they've even got, like, it's a nice sandal moment. And then for the heels, we have, once again, the Skelet Pharaoh face moment. So there is quite a bit of detail on this doll that we do not see in the stock photos. You know, I was a little iffy on her just because the stock photos did not show a whole lot of detail. But there is some nice detail if you actually hold and feel the doll for what she is. I'd say I bought her off of Walmart, so I paid $43. They're listed on Mattel Creations as $44, so I paid $1 less, but I will say I don't think they're worth much more than like $35. You know, even 40 is asking a bit much, even with all the details she seems to have. But I am happy that I got her. You know, from the leaks we saw and then the stock photos, I was like, Dracula's a day one. Frankenstein, maybe a day one, maybe at a discount. Mummy, I'll get on clearance. But, you know, I saw them up on sale. I had the money. I said, screw it, I'll get all three. And, you know, I'm very happy that I did get her. Because, you know, I kind of like her. I'm not as mad at the hair as I thought I would be. It's very soft. It's got a bit of a wave to it, but it's mostly straight. But it's so soft. I like how it's not completely white or platinum. I like that it's gray, you know. It's kind of hard to see on camera because the camera makes it look a little more white than it is. But trust me, it's gray. It's not as bright as white is. They do not have earrings. I wish they did. She could have had a cute scarab moment in her earrings. Or even just like jewels. And I'd say a necklace, but that would kind of be hard to do with her high neckline. Maybe a bracelet? Or like a garter moment. Something. Just something a little more. But yeah, I am happy with her. She is very cute. And I do love this hair. I was mad about them not giving her dark hair at first, but I don't care. I love it. I think the blonde is I'm a little iffy on the chunky blonde highlights. But you kind of don't notice them just looking at her from afar. Like, you kind of have to be up close and see them. But I do love the gray. We very rarely get a doll with gray hair. It's either white or blonde, but not gray. We need more gray-haired dolls. But yeah, that's the Mummy. Let's go ahead and get her on her stand, posed, and get her on the turntable for her 360. And then I will be right back with you guys. Alright, so that's all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and let me know. If you'd like to see more content between now and my next video, you can check out all of my socials linked in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see you all in my next video. And remember, don't be afraid to be yourself. Bye!